Corrections officer strike might soon be over. Governor Kathy Hochul says a tentative deal has been reached between the state and the union representing the striking corrections officers. Hochul released a statement that reads in part, quote, "Working with a mediator, we have reached a consent award to address many of the concerns raised by corrections officers, putting DOCCS back on the path to safe operations, respect the rights of incarcerated individuals, and prevent future unsanctioned work stoppages," end quote. Now keep in mind, this doesn't mean the strike is officially over. The strikes were not authorized by the union that agreed to this deal, which means every striking corrections officer has to sign off for it to go into effect. And there are a number of aspects to the deal that we are looking over. 2 on your side's Natalie Foss has more details.
Here at Wendy Correctional Facility, officers are still on strike. There's about 30 behind me, and from what I've heard off camera, they're not allowed to speak on camera. They've told me that they are not going back anytime soon. They are not accepting this deal. One of the reasons why they're not willing to accept it is because they say everything in the deal is tentative, that they're going to suspend the HALT Act for 90 days. But what happens after that 90 days? The state says they're doing it so that they can evaluate safety inside of the prisons, but the officers don't really feel like that is going to change anything. Overtime is going to be paid at a rate of 2.5 times instead of the usual 1.5 times regular pay, but only for a month. Also, the state is promising to finish its analysis of a union request to bump the salaries for officers and sergeants. And the state and the union also agreed to form a committee to study staffing and operational inefficiencies at each of the facilities. Now, we've heard that every officer decides for themselves whether they'll go back or not, and the deal goes into effect for anybody who will take it. We do know that right now there is a vote underway at Attica Correctional Facility, and we'll let you know where those officers stand once we get more details. In Alden, Natalie Foss, Channel 2 News.
Natalie, thank you.